ITT. Let's talk the talk. ITT. Let's talk the talk. ITT. Let's talk the talk. ITT. Let's talk the talk.
Musical escape. Musical escape.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Influence Talk Time. Like you already know, this is a platform for the discussion of salient issues affecting you and I and the society at large. Today, we are going to talk on a health issue, a very important health issue. By the topic, you may feel is just for the ladies, but I want to burst your bubbles. It is for everybody. We are in this world together. With me is a very important person, a learned person, experienced person. She's smiling. Please kindly introduce yourself to the audience.
Good day, everyone. My name is Siminialayi, and I'm a registered nurse.
You heard that she is a registered nurse. So, if you are having doubts, I want you to know that she knows what she is here to do. She knows what she is here to say. And everything you're going to hear from her today is worth the record keeping, is worth the reference making, is worth for you to consider and look back into your health life as it contraceptives, the myths of infertility. That's the topic. Contraceptives, myths of infertility. The stories, the legends, the concepts, everything that you've been assuming you've heard about, you've seen, or you think you know about infertility and how contraceptives work You're going to hear them from her. And in the audience, if you also have contributions, questions bothering you over the years, over the weeks, over the months about this topic, this is your time. This is the right time to drop your contribution, drop your question on the comment section, and be rest assured that our dear nurse Anita is going to take good care of those questions. Okay, Auntie Nurse, my first question is, what are contraceptives?
Okay, contraceptives are, they could be in form of a drug or devices that help to prevent pregnancy,
Okay.
despite having sexual intercourse.
Okay.
And contraceptives, there are different types of contraceptives depending on which one you feel is suitable for you. We have the temporary contraceptives and the permanent contraceptives. In the area of aspect of the temporary contraceptives, we have the ones that are non-hormonal and hormonal. Non-hormonal means the ones that that are being used, but it doesn't involve your hormones that are responsible for the action of the ovulation and everything. Those ones inhibit the actions of ovulation using all the estrogen and progesterone effects. For the non-hormonal, we'll look at the natural methods. We have the natural methods, we have chemical barriers, and we have mechanical barriers.
We just started and I'm getting confused already. You're hitting it so hard. Okay, I want to bit by bit.
Okay.
So you made mention of mechanical and
Chemical barriers and the natural methods.
Wow. Okay, you also said there are different types of contraceptives.
Yes.
Yeah. Before you go to the types of contraceptives, I want to know contraceptives, medical knowledge or concept. Is it something, like you said, is to prevent pregnancy? So is it peculiar to just those that will get pregnant or those that will impregnate?
It involves both parties.
Okay, how does it involve both parties?
It involves both contraceptive methods. We have the ones that maybe only the people who conceive can take,
That's
can
ladies.
use, yes.
Okay.
Then we also have the ones that both the male parties also get involved in,
Okay.
like the natural
Personally,
method.
I want to know that one though, based on one or two things.
Okay.
And there are people too that want to know in the audience. Okay, can you tell us about one of the male partners?
Okay. I will want to go based on the different types and just give instances that the males can get.
That would be nice.
Like for the natural method, we have abstinence. So abstain from
So
sex.
abstinence is a contraceptive right
Yes, it's a contraceptive method and it's also a contraceptive in a natural way.
Okay, abstinence. So how much can I buy abstinence?
For as long as you want it. Then under the natural method, we also have what we all know as withdrawal method.
Withdrawal, like you go to the bank and be the teller.
No.
Oh,
The
which one
withdrawal
is that?
method is in the process of sexual intercourse.
Okay.
When the male party has gotten to an orgasm, he withdraws instantly.
Withdraws, like
But-
a retreat.
Yes,
It
but that
doesn't
method is
surrender
not.
actually.
It's not 100% effective because at some instances, if that person is not careful enough,
Okay.
there could be little deposits of the sperm cells in the woman, which could actually lead to pregnancy.
Unknowing to them.
Yes.
Wow. So you're looking at abstinence and withdrawal.
Those are the ones that maybe the male parties would get for the natural method.
How does the woman get involved in withdrawal? How will she know?
There's always a way of knowing because first of all you have to inform the person. I'm not ready to get pregnant though.
Of course.
Or you already planned before time, so you can plan towards that. And when that time comes, he ejaculates out.
Okay, so withdrawal and abstinence. Go for that. What other methods are there or types of
There are
contraceptives?
other types in the natural methods which don't involve the male parties.
Okay. So these two actually involve the male.
Yes.
Okay.
Like we have the one we call Billings method.
So what?
Billings method.
Billings method, like you give a bill, like NEPA bill.
It's spelled billing, but that one involves the woman studying the quantity of her cervical mucus.
Cervical mucus. What's that?
It's more of like a secretion that comes out of the woman.
Okay. That
Comes
one
from
they
the
call wetness, kind
the
of.
cervical mucus.
Voila.
That one involves that one, sha. But that aspect, there are changes that occur with cervical mucus before ovulation and after ovulation. Before ovulation, it could just be cloudy, thick. It could be cloudy, thick, but not stretchy.
Okay.
And the quantity might be few, but few days to ovulation or at ovulation, it becomes like an egg white. It's transparent and it's sticky. At that point, the woman knows she's at her fertile period. So if she doesn't want to get pregnant, she abstains from sexual intercourse.
Or ensure withdrawal.
You say so.
Okay.
Then for the chemical,
Yeah.
that one involves the use of spermicides.
And that one will start to spend money.
That one no dey too expensive. Now if you buy am anywhere, spermicides then they sell am for supermarkets, pharmacies.
Spermicides.
Yes.
Like a herbicide. So this one kills sperm.
It kills the sperm.
Oh, I get the concept.
It kills the sperm. So mostly the men always use spermicides before sexual intercourse. That one, in killing the sperm cells, there's no way the woman can get pregnant. Okay. Then
Is it the men that take it? Or
they don't take it, they apply it. It could be in form of a foam, a tablet, it could be in form of a gel.
Okay. So how is it applied? Like
Before sexual intercourse, the man applies, if it's the gel, he applies it on his penis.
organ.
Yes.
Okay.
Before sexual, if you ask before sexual intercourse, then and sexual intercourse. At that point, it doesn't, it kills the sperm cells and the pregnancy doesn't occur.
Just in case there's wrong timing in withdrawal.
It's better you just use the spermicide before having the sex instead of taking up the withdrawal.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like in recent times, a cyber security, like when you want to protect your email address,
Yeah.
you call it two-way security, kind of two-way password.
Yeah.
So you're ready for withdrawal, and you also encrypt yourself just in case things gone too sweet, that kind of thing.
Yes.
No wahala. Okay, let's move on.
Then for the mechanical, that one, an example of a mechanical contraceptive is the condoms we use.
Okay, condom is mechanical.
It's a mechanical contraceptive.
Okay.
That one, it just blocks it inhibits the entrance of the sperm cells, whereby where the condom is being applied, even if sexual intercourse occurs, the sperm cells don't have access into the uterus for fertilization to occur.
The defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Mechanical defense. That's good. So this condom as a mechanical contraceptive, I do hear people say, be that me I don't have experience. So I do hear people say that there is condom for women, there's condom for men.
Yes.
Okay, how does the condom for women look like?
It looks different.
Okay.
It has this I wish I had one here, I would have shown you.
I better not say no get that. They will Google it. Let them Google it. Not that
But that one, it's the tip of that one is not like the flat, so that when the woman inserts it into her body, it has that flat, this is blocking the cervix or the entrance of the uterus, so that anyhow you have sexual intercourse, the sperm cells doesn't pass through.
Is it like, does it collect this?
Yes, it accommodates everything.
So that when you're removing it, wow. That's proper. I think it's even better. Because when a lady puts on that condom, will the man be able to know? Maybe if it's skin to skin kind of thing, will he be able to know?
You will surely know now, because
without seeing it, I think.
You have, the thing is that it doesn't stop the excitement attached to sexual intercourse, but you will surely know that there's something there.
There's an impurity, an unwanted one or two. Okay, that's nice. So moving forward to this contraceptive, I really want you to hit well. You were getting somewhere before I kind of held you back. So could you step forward?
Okay.
Now we have gone. We're done with the types. All that. So if maybe there are side effects,
Okay.
examples of the side effects, or even examples of the contraceptives, for
Well,
market recommendation.
But initially, I didn't mention the other types, like the non-hormonal.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for the non-hormonal, for the natural method, it doesn't have a side effect.
Obviously.
It doesn't have a side effect, and it is cost effective.
Sorry, talking about side effects and the natural methods, I believe the mechanical is part of the natural methods, which has to do with the condoms.
No.
It's not.
No.
Okay. I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask the oily substance I had. That is yes. The oily substance that is in the condom is chemical, I guess. Which some people say it kind of reacts on the skin and the private part and all that. Is that true?
Yes. Like in the case of the chemical barrier, some people actually react to the effect of those chemicals used in making spermicides. So in that case, if your partner is reacting to it, you just have to stop using it. But one thing about the spermicides, it helps against STIs, some sets of infections. Because of that spermicidal effect, it helps to curtail some kind of infection.
So it's not just a pregnancy preventive measure, it also helps for STDs and STIs.
It could help all those STIs. Like if your partner is infected, it could also help for you not to pass it to the rest of the STIs. That's what the spermicide.
Two-way safety.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That's fair enough. So the other methods, hormonal and the rest.
The hormonal actually it involves we have the contraceptive pills, those are we call the oral pills, example like Prostino, people use. Then we have the injectables, those ones are in form of injections.
Okay.
An example we have Depo-Provera.
Depo-Provera.
Yeah.
Hope you're writing it down. Depo-Provera, just in case. Okay, go ahead.
And that one is given in a 3-month interval. It lasts for 3 months before you go on. Yeah. Then also under the hormonal, we have the implants.
Implants.
Yes.
How does that
Those
work?
implants, they are more of flexible rods that are put underarm of the lady.
Under the arm, like where you're pointing right now.
Yeah, put it here.
How does it not concern?
They contain hormones.
Okay.
The hormones that are responsible for the action, like the action of the ovulation and everything.
Okay.
So it helps to inhibit it. Those implants, they contain estrogen and progesterone.
Okay.
And we have different, they could last for years. We have the ones that last for 3 years, we have the one that could last for 5 years,
Wow.
and we have the one that lasts for about 5 to 7 years.
Okay. Within that duration, let's say the expiration, 5 to 10 years, is it possible for the user to kind of cut it short? Let's say after
Yes.
like 3 years, you don't want it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it should be expensive, I guess.
It's not expensive because in the health centers and general hospitals, they emphasize on family planning for ladies
Okay.
so as to help them space their children accurately and prevent overpopulation in the house so that they could actually have time while they encourage women to come for family planning, especially if you know you cannot do the condom aspect, you cannot be consistent with the condom aspect and the withdrawal method, they tell you to come for this so that at least you can give you time to plan yourself both emotionally and physically for the next time you want to conceive.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Contraceptives, wherever you are. Nurse Anita is dealing with you. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, you're hearing everything Nurse Anita is saying. You have your own to drop. You have any question relating to all that have been said, the definition of contraceptive, the type of contraceptives, the methods and all that, natural, hormonal, and the rest. Whatever knowledge you have, feel free to contribute. Any doubts you're having based on what you heard, feel free to ask. And maybe there are areas which you were expecting how to delve into and you haven't heard yet, you can ask. It will be like a reminder, I'm sure Ms. Anita is going to do something about it. Before we continue, let's just go through the comment section and see what is going on there. Okay. High Chief of PH, saying I'm here. You're welcome. High Chief of PH again, let's talk the talk. We are talking. Imo TV, let's talk the talk. We are talking. Zote Zite, the let's talk the talk. We are talking. J. Edison, say, network is really poor for such interesting topic. Yeah, sorry, I think it's from your end. We're sorry, really sorry for that. Victoria Abraham, say, let's talk the talk. We are talking. Godseed is giving a thumbs up. Giving you 2 stars for that. Chika Charles Irabweke saying this talk is interesting indeed. It is interesting. Rita Richard N saying nice one. Well done, Nosmina. They are hailing you down there. They are hailing you down there. Thank you so much for those introductory comments. I've not seen any question yet. I've not seen any contribution to this topic yet. And I want to believe there are nurses and doctors in the audience. Please drop your contribution. Something you know that another needs to know. We're here to talk the talk. Okay, back to us. Nurse Anita. Someone calling us. Let me, I'm calling you Nurse Anita. I hope you're okay with that.
I'm okay.
Okay. Now, contraceptives. From your own experience as a nurse, what do you think the general perception of humans, those you met with your patients, like you want to advise them of contraceptives and maybe they wouldn't want to? Have you had experience like that? What are the general perception of people out there about contraceptives?
From my experience, severally when we educate women on these contraceptive use of contraceptives, especially when it comes to the pills and the implants.
Okay.
Initially, when you tell them, oh, contraceptive, like, which one be contraceptive again? Because initially, when we are doing our antenatal sections, we ask questions like this. If you're aware of any contraceptive methods or have you used any form of contraceptives? So we have to go down to explain better to them. Okay. But with the withdrawal method, say, that one a normal thing we dey do, and the use of condom we dey do.
Yes.
But when it comes to the aspect of the pills, the injectables, and the implants, they'll be like, I know if you do am, yes, if I do am, I know if you carry belle again. My friend will do am, don't reach like 1 year, 2 years, she never fits carry belle. But they fail to understand that there are certain rules or measures that are taken when you are using these contraceptives. Okay. Before they use any contraceptive on you, they take proper history from you. Okay. There are certain contraceptives that are not suitable for certain people. So when they take these information, it helps them know the best, most suitable contraceptive you could use as a patient. Okay. Like in the case of sickle cell patients, in case of sickle cell patients, you can't use the oral pills and all those things. What we use is mostly the injectables. It doesn't cause crisis or any complication for them.
Thank you. Right about now, we are going on a break, and when we are back, Nasmina is going to continue with the contraceptives, stories, and talks. Thank you. See you. We are still here. Go nowhere.
Musical education. Musical education.
Welcome back. I'm still here, Stephen Muzan, aka Influence, and right here with Nurse Mina, Nurse Anita, and she has done real justice to contraceptives, and she's going to wrap up with contraceptives, and then we move over to the myth, the stories, the legends of infertility. We're gonna connect it, we're gonna marry it with the use of contraceptives. Okay, over to you, Nasmina.
Okay. And the aspects of the contraceptives, just to give an overview, there are certain side effects that that come with some use of contraceptives. Like mostly the side effects we have are weight gain.
Weight gain.
Yes.
Okay.
We have weight gain, we have nausea and vomiting. We have mood changes.
Like what the ladies call mood swing.
Yeah.
So we are seeing where all this is coming from. Oh
We
my
have
God.
mood changes, and we also have for ladies with the ones that some people have what we call intermittent spotting, which is not
Intermittent
spotting,
spotting.
just little spottings,
What-
which is
on the skin.
mm, just like spotting of blood,
Okay.
some bleeding. Then for the oral contraceptives, there are some danger signs that they will tell you as an individual that if you have any of these signs, and we have an acronym for it, ACEs. ACEs. ACHES.
ACHEX. X. Okay.
For the A, we have abdominal pain, severe abdominal pain,
This is for the oral
contraceptives, danger
contraceptives,
signs.
side effects of oral contraceptives.
So
Major
these are the danger signs.
danger signs.
Yes.
Okay. And when you start seeing them, you kind of
Has
stop.
come to the hospital.
Okay, you go to the hospital. Okay. Go ahead with them.
For the A, we have abdominal pain, severe abdominal pain.
Okay.
For the C, chest pain, severe chest pain.
Severe chest pain. Wow.
The H is for headache, severe headache.
Migraine.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then for the E, we have eye problems like blurred vision,
itching of the eye.
when there's blurred vision, you can't really see clearly and all those things. You have to come to the hospital. Then for the S is swelling of the leg.
Swelling of the leg.
Yes.
I thought that happens only to first pregnancy.
No, there are some signs that could lead to that.
Wow.
And if one notices such things, you have to communicate.
What part of the leg, like the knee or the
It
toes?
could be the
Toes.
the foot area.
Okay.
The shoulder, so those are danger signs.
Mm.
Then I did mention the permanent contraceptive.
No, you didn't.
Yes, the permanent contraceptives. These ones are irreversible.
Wow.
It involves surgical procedures.
That should be maybe when a woman has decided I don't
Yes,
want to give
like an indication of that is when the woman has completed her family size. What we call family size is like you finish giving birth to at least 4 children and you don't want again.
As in, you don't reason with God, say,
No one born again.
okay. So what are the procedures? What do they do?
For the females, we have a surgical procedure called tubal ligation.
Tuber ligation, like cassava tuber, yam tuber.
This one has to do with either tying or cutting of the fallopian tubes.
Wow. Wow.
It could be by
Like you're kind of building a dam in somebody. You're blocking the river, blocking the flow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then for males, we have what we call vasectomy. Vasectomy.
Vasectomy. What does that mean?
It has to do with cutting of the vas deferens. The vas deferens helps in passage of the semen it helps passage of the semen down to down to the penis.
Okay.
So if they cut those the vas deferens, they cut it into two and separate them, there will be an obstruction in the flow of semen. So there's no way
That's more or less like castrating the person.
Yeah, castration.
So the sperm that will just accumulate, the person will just enlarge. Either.
But person can't get someone pregnant.
It's not important that way.
If you say so, but I don't think it's impotency. Impotency has to do with more of a psychology. It has to do with psychology of the person.
Okay. But I thought impotency is when you can't get somebody pregnant. Like when you say the woman is not fertile, the man is impotent, that kind of thing.
But that impotency has to do with one. Sometimes it might not be a physical thing. It could just be the person's mindset.
So let me just digress a little and ask this question.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about impotence. Now, impotence and a weak erection. Somebody having weak erection, can the person be potent? Somebody that is impotent, can the person still have good erection?
Yeah.
Put it straight.
Someone who is impotent can actually have. I think at some point there will be some form of let's say a weak erection to an extent because the person's mindset and everything is not concentrated to what he's doing. So, or maybe there's some kind of things bothering him and.
But medically,
Yeah.
one with weak erection can still get a woman pregnant.
I don't think so.
Okay. So
Because-
there's double trouble at some
Yes,
point.
because what determines if you can get someone pregnant is your sperm count.
Okay. So we are talking. So somebody with good erection and good agility, physical strength, and all that good stage performance, and has a low sperm count, cannot get somebody
The
pregnant.
chances of getting someone pregnant is very
That means the
small.
person doesn't even have weak erection. He's all good. He can do the work and can clap for him. Nice work. But the result, he just like a coach. I dribble, shoot the ball away. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Trouble day for men. What can we do about? Sorry, what can they do about that?
No, they just have to come to the hospital and there's
Okay.
certain procedures they can do a carry out for special investigations and then they'll know what next to do for the person.
Okay, with this, we just move to the aspect of infertility because to me, like traditionally and also to an aspect religiously, when in the marriage where there is no child, the whole attention kind of is on the woman. And as we are even here talking about infertility, even the contraceptives, like 80 to 90% of the attention is on the woman.
Yeah.
So, what are the means of the infertility? Just give us what you have. Hit us.
Okay. People in the family setting, when a woman is not able to give birth to a child, they will assume she's infertile. But at some point, she might not be infertile.
Okay.
It could be due to maybe a congenital abnormality in the woman's reproductive organ that could actually be worked on. It could be due to infection that was not properly treated.
On the woman.
Yes, that could actually.
If
And
that
also
is
for the
taken care of.
males, yeah, and also for the males, there are cases where they have some childhood diseases that could actually affect
Childhood diseases.
like moms.
What are moms?
They also call it, yes, that swelling that comes here.
Oh God, I didn't get that kind of thing. Hey.
That could actually lead to infertility for males.
For males.
Yeah.
I think gonna take for a year to affect you.
Everything happens, it just has to do with the hormones.
Oh, okay.
And
So the infertility story on the woman. I want to ask a question that trying to connect it with the contraceptive. The effects like chest pain, gaining of weight, and the rest. Does it not affect the woman in the aspect of infertility? at some point does these side effects of contraceptives not affect the woman?
It doesn't.
You're medically certain about
It
this.
doesn't.
How if they still there with chest pain, you mentioned gaining of weight, they can still be with all these side effects and still conceive.
The thing is that before one chooses to conceive contraceptives you're taking.
Okay.
For instance, like the danger signs I mentioned, if you have any of these danger signs, you just have to come to the hospital. They will discontinue it and they'll try to solve the problem at that point. That doesn't affect your fertile state or status.
Okay, that's fair enough. So, in the family, infertility from childhood of a woman, from puberty to adulthood, are there biological things or factors that determine if a woman, a lady, a female, will be fertile in the future or will not be fertile in the future? Are there biological signs like that?
Not really. The only thing is that if a woman is fertile, she ovulates.
So is there any woman anywhere that medically ascertained that this person from biologically is not meant to get pregnant? Without any contraceptives or anything ever done, every woman can be pregnant.
Yes, but in some cases, there are situations where a woman thinks she's ovulating, but she's not.
Okay.
There's absence. The woman can actually see her menses, can menstruate, but doesn't ovulate.
Menstruates, doesn't ovulate. Confused.
After menstruation,
Okay.
you go into ovulation.
Okay. Like a menstruation is like preparing the way for ovulation, Jesus. That kind of thing. So why will John the Baptist come if Jesus is not coming?
No, menses or menstruation has to do with when the ovary has released an ovum, and there's no sperm cell to fertilize it. It just flushes out.
Okay, but if there is a sperm cell, there's a donor, there's a nigger out there that has
fertilizes it, the woman is pregnant, so there's no menses or menstruation.
Okay. I wish I was a lady. I would have asked certain questions. Next session, if questions are rolling out, because I'm asking without experience. I don't know why. Okay. Let me see. High Chief of Port Harcourt is giving us a thumbs up. Zote Zite is saying, good presentation, Nasmina. Azwanima Koko, she's clapping for us. Okay, she's clapping for you. Queen Sam, nice topic and presentation. Beautiful guests. Pretty guests. I can see you. Beautiful. That's nice. Okay. I don't know if I'm handsome because nobody's saying anything like that. It's alright. Sid Alfred is saying educating topic. Yes, very educating. See, this, what you are now, I believe is something people who go to school. You went to school, you took years of classroom studies, burning of candles, at some point burning of field, night class, maybe at some level, if need be. See,
that's not possible.
It's not possible.
Not possible.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Then you're here. IMW is grateful. ITT is grateful. The entire world that will watch you tomorrow, listen to you tomorrow, is grateful for this. Okay, going forward. Enan Victoria is saying very educative, nice topic. Thank you for being here. Azwani Makoko is saying, thank you for this topic. See, people are listening, they are getting a lot of knowledge. That maybe what you're saying is kind of satisfying their curiosity, not seeing questions coming up. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay? Peace, Nkeruwen, like. I don't understand that. Peace, Nkeruwen again. You miss her. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Okay, High Chief of Port Harcourt, really educative class. Okay, Hi, Chief again. Ask for the ladies now. I'm doing that now. I'm doing a lot of asking for the ladies. And ladies are in the audience. They aren't saying anything yet. If you have anything bothering you, just drop it. You can, if maybe you're thinking we're going to think it's for you, you can just say, a friend of mine who is, you know, that kind of thing. You can put it that way. A friend of mine or somebody in my neighborhood is having so issue. Drop it. I will answer it and you take it to your friend or to somebody in your neighborhood. You understand? That's how we roll. Wisdom. Hi, Chief of Port Harcourt saying that's why you are the host. Thank you. Kelly Muzan. The name sounds familiar. Kelly Muzan. I think I know it. I know him. Well done. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Chief of Port Harcourt. Handsome host. Oh my God. Oh, why is this a man call me handsome? And they feel somehow. All the ladies, are you not? What make you feel say address like this now? These people, Nasmina, we will reach there. Can't tell me they say well done, quite informing and educating. That's right. Kelly Muzan, this is very educating. Thank you. Please, Nkeruwem, stop flattering her before we go get problem. Is this person? I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that again. But she's beautiful, actually. I'm not going to do that again. Please don't get remember. I'm sorry. you have a fighter and a bodyguard somewhere, or maybe an admirer, or could we say a medical suitor? If there's anything like that. Okay. Thank you so much. I think we've spent a lot of time here and we are still expecting questions. But really just want you to just wrap it up with infertility, myth of. Okay, contraceptives, myth of infertility. I would have loved to ask on the religious aspects. Okay. Should I do that? Okay. Now, religiously, I want to believe. And I think there are some religious sects that doesn't allow some medical procedures on themselves. Like I know there is a religious group that doesn't allow blood transfusion and some other medical procedures. So in your field, have you come across any person with such ideology rejecting maybe this contraceptive procedures and all that, and maybe ascribing their difficulty to conceive onto one spiritual and all that? Have you had such experience?
Yes, we've had.
Okay.
We've had situations where we could choose some contraceptive method or contraceptives for some people or some patients.
Mm-hmm.
They decline. As health professionals, we respect each and everyone's beliefs.
Okay.
So we just obey what they do and we just let them do what they want to do. Like in cases of some religion, they don't accept some contraceptive methods like using of those implants.
Okay.
They believe that God has given them the children, so they just have to procreate and not to just cut them
Go
short.
into the world and multiply, even if there's hunger. Wow, that's nice. Okay. Those are the only instances.
These are the only instances.
Okay. It's okay. I think we have a question from Zote Zite. He's saying, I don't know if I missed the permanent contraceptive method. If I didn't, please enlighten us on it. Okay, just do a recap.
You actually missed the permanent contraceptive.
She said it. She mentioned it. Yeah,
earlier.
she did.
I mentioned it. I said these permanent contraceptive methods are irreversible.
Yeah.
And they involve surgical interventions.
Okay.
I gave examples of the different surgical interventions or permanent contraceptives that they do for male. I mentioned vasectomy.
Yeah.
Which involves cutting or tying of the vas deferens.
I remember that.
Yes. Then for the females, I mentioned tubal ligation.
Yes, you did. She did. I remember that.
Which involves tying or cutting of the fallopian
That
tubes.
was the very point I thought it was yam tuber or
Yeah.
cassava tuber. Yeah. Dr. Zite, she made mention and she has done a recap. I want to believe that you are okay with it. Okay. La Vida is asking, I will like the guest to be my personal nurse. She is too good. With 4 love symbols. Oh my God. Can you pay La Vida? He's going to pay for consultancy and the consultation fee, how you call it. And I'm going to be your manager. Can I do that?
No problem.
Okay, thank you so much. Medical practitioners, you have managers like artists?
We don't.
That one for shock me, I swear. It for shock me. Okay, thank you so much. While we are still, okay, yes, questions have started coming up. Okay. Eka Marvelous is saying, Mina is now a woman.
It's now a woman.
It's now a woman. Mina is now a woman. She's a woman. She has been a woman from birth. And from what we've been talking about fertility, every female child is a woman from birth. Because like you have said, medically, every female child is meant to conceive and procreate. It's the job of a woman to give birth. So every lady is a woman. Thank you for that. Ubulum Roland is saying, good evening, host and our guest. Please, I've heard you talk about Postinor 2 and the issues related to using it. Okay? Yeah, you heard us talk about it. Okay, I don't know if that's a question. Thank you very much for that comment. If it is a question, you have to put it properly so that Nasmina will attend to it. Ekamabula said, no go there, how much you get? He's talking to La Vida. He's talking to La Vida, I believe. Peace and Darren said, in a case where a male has too much sex, is there a possibility of him being infertile? There is an argument that needs solving. Okay, I don't know if you get that question. Like in a case where a man has too much sex. I mean, I think that's inspired. My brother, calm down, oh, calm down. You need to finish. So medically, it doesn't. You heard it. Peace and Kerwin. Medically, it doesn't. So, right on, right on, my brother. Okay, hoping that he has been satisfied with the answer given. Let's move forward. We will still come back to your questions while we move forward because we've spent a lot of time. We know the topic is very interesting. We're moving forward. We'll still come back and answer your questions. Okay, Nasmina, Nas Anita, thank you so much for this. So we are going to take a little break. 5 minutes break, don't go anywhere. And when we come back, we'll take any question that is there and then we move to the next segment. Thank you.
Musical escape. Musical escape.
Contraceptives, you're welcome. Infertility, you're welcome. Patients, you're welcome. Doctors and nurses and the host, audience, we are back. Okay, before we move to the next segment, which happens to be the magic box, Nurse Mina is going to attend to the questions on the comment section and then we move forward. Okay, Canberra Media is asking, how do you quantify too much sex? Is there a medical means of determining such?
No, there's no.
There is none. That means there is nothing like too much sex. She already said it when Kerem asked. There's nothing like too much sex. Keep going, keep moving, keep on keeping on, according to Tubaga. Then Kamarvelous is asking, nice topic, please, apart from contraceptive, how do one still, he just deleted the question. I'm still reading it and he removed it. Okay, let's just pass over that question. Thank you so much, esteemed audience, for being with us. Let's go forward to the next segment.
Musical SP.
Okay, sorry for that unannounced break. It was necessary, and you're back here. So, Influence Talk Time, ITT, let's talk the talk. Esteemed guests, right now we are in the second segment, which happens to be the magic box. So what you do is you look away, you put your hands here, and you pick one color. Each of these colors represents a trending topic. It's our culture here to intimate the audience on 3 trending topics of the week. And on our list, we have the gold color, football turns basketball. Manchester United and Liverpool FC concede excess goals in single matches. And next color, okay, we have the color blue. Davido, DMW. Davido terminates contract with Lil Frosh. Lil Frosh amidst domestic violence crisis. Okay, next, the red color, we have NSAS. NSAS is still trending up till now. Fouls and rundown protests. Naira Marley Instagram live. Whiskey versus Buhari on Twitter. So, you're going to pick anyone amongst these 3, and then you're going to tell us whatever you know about it. Okay? So, this is the game. You do like this. And you take out just one color. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Just pick out one. Yeah, that is the gold color, ladies and gentlemen. And what does the gold color say? What does the gold color say? What does the gold color say? Yes! Football turns basketball. SS scoring. Manchester United and Liverpool Football Club concede excess goals in single matches. What do you know about it? Tell us.
I have no idea about it. I'm not a football fan.
You're not a football fan. So this is a case of infertility in football. Okay. So in the matches, let me just throw a little light. I know the audience know, and all the Manchester and Liverpool fans may be frowning. Now we're going to give you an image right now so that you get an example. Okay, look at what we are talking about. I think the audience can see what I'm saying. We have one, like when you're counting, you count 1 to 9. So now look at what I'm saying. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, Manchester City, they conceded 4 goals in one match, so they occupy number 4. Manchester United they conceded 5 goals, so they occupy number 5. Liverpool FC conceded 6 goals, so they occupy number 6. No, number 7 rather, number 7. Then Barcelona, Barca, they conceded 8 goals in one match, so they occupy number 8. This is a thing of club size. If it was to be countries, I know a country that could have occupied number 9, and that should be Brazil. In the last World Cup, I think so, they considered 9 goals. So that is all about the football. So what amongst all these trending topics, which one are you have a little idea about that you want to talk about? The answers, the whiskey and Buhari quarrel on Twitter, you know aware of that? Like Buhari kind of posted a condolence message to the US President Donald Trump, who was diagnosed with COVID-19. So Whiskey kind of replied and said, okay, let's see, this is the tweet. Yeah, okay, this is the tweet. Muhammad Buhari said, I wish US President Donald Trump and his wife, Melania, quick and full recovery from COVID-19. Then Whiskey responded, Donald Trump is not your business, old man. Police stroke SARS is killing Nigerian youths on a daily. Whiskey don't know how to spell SARS. Look at what he spells. He spells S-A-R-O-Z. I'm not his fan, so I think all his fans, they don't know how to spell SARS, and they want to end SARS. Say, nothing concerns you for America. Face your country. You see? Then the aide of President Buhari on media, Loretta Onyoche, had to reply, to respond to Whiskey's tweet. And she said, it's not disrespectful to call anyone old. It's the way and manner Ayo Balogun, that is Whiskey, addressed the president that leaves a sour taste in the mouth. He exhibited crass ignorance. Oh my God, I feel a knife in my chest. Insensitivity and childishness. But hey, he's a dumb kid, not Whiskey. Hashtag dumb kid, not Whiskey. Then when he grows up, he might learn respect. And then Whiskey didn't keep short. He had to respond. He said, he laughed and he said, a 77-year-old man is not a young man. You are a woman and a mother, and kids are getting killed by police stroke SARS. He corrected his spelling right here. He corrected his spelling. And this is all you have to say? Shame on you! Shame on you! Have you seen a Game of Thrones? There's an episode that I think, what's her name? Queen says, I've forgotten her name. The mother of those baby boys that all died. She was being punished and we are ringing bells. She was naked and said, shame, shame, shame. So Whiskey is now doing shame on the woman. He said, shame on you, shame on you. I am a father, and age has nothing to do with demanding for better governance in my country. So this has been the battle between Whiskey and the presidency, because the media aid is now involved. It's no longer a Buhari matter. He's now in world battle with the presidency, and I think he's winning. If I'm to be the judge, he's winning, and he's got the masses behind him. Yeah. So that is all about the banter on the SARS matter. It's still on the SARS matter. Everybody's saying SARS, 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 SARS. And I think today there were protests by Runtown and FACTS. They did a protest against the SARS, and then Naira Marley the guy that cannot afford belt. He did. He said it in a live in an interview video.
Okay.
He said the lady asked him, "Why don't you wear belt?" He said, "I can't afford it." He asked him again, "Why don't you wear it?" "I can't afford it." He can't afford belt. And so he did a live video to talk against it. So it's trending. So what the other one? You know something about it? You know something about the blue?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. What? David Doe, you should know about this. This has to do with domestic violence. One fresh young nigga decided to show muscles on his lady. He got her face swollen, and then his record label, BMW, decided to intervene and stand up against domestic violence, which I think he will support that, for them to speak against domestic violence. And then he has lost his contract that is barely a month old. He has lost his contract, I wouldn't say he has lost his future, because he can still do whatever he wants to do. And that is all about the trending topics. If you have anything to say about it, please feel free to say it. Okay, before we wrap up with this section, let us see if there's any other question from the comment section. Okay, High Chief of Port Harcourt is saying, please, does this too much sex comply to women? I think he's asking if it implies it has to do with women. Do women have too much sex? There is like too much sex for women.
I won't say there's anything like too much sex.
Okay.
You being promiscuous is just your own thing.
So medically, there's nothing like too much sex. Nobody gets cured or treated of too much sex.
Only in some cases,
Okay.
there could be there's a medical condition that makes one to have this abnormal urge for sex at every point in time. But that's one can actually be medically treated.
Like there was a radio show, somebody listened, and they were asking what turns ladies on. And a particular lady said, generator sound turns her on. I think that should be a medical condition that needs to be treated. How can generator sound turn you on? If you come to my area, you will be turning on all the time, because the generator sound is just so much. Okay, so let's see the next question. King Igwe said, I love this topic. Thank you. The topic loves you too. Eka Marvelous, abeg, skip this, abeg. Okay. Capital Media, leave Barcelona out of this, please. That's old news now. It's just still counting. There is no replacement in the position. That's why it's still counting. High Chief of Port Harcourt is saying, why you take this Barcelona something personal at Kempe? Please go ahead with your quarrel. Don't involve us. Kempe Media says, he laughs at that one now. Old news now. Eka Marvelous, now turn by turn. I think these people are just healing themselves. Let's just allow them. Let's see if there is, okay. Zote says, aside abstinence, the rhythm or calendar method where the woman predicts her ovulation period and knows when it's safe for sex is the only means of contraception in compliance with all religious doctrine. That is a very strong point. All religious doctrines.
I don't think it's only the abstinence.
Okay, not just that calendar aspect. Is there any other abstinence method that all religious groups accept?
They mostly accept all the natural contraceptives,
including withdrawal.
Yeah.
I think the Jewish to Christian.
No, I would call the.
Because there's a place in the Bible that somebody was actually killed by God for withdrawing.
I would actually involve the withdrawal method.
Okay.
Like the other natural methods, like the Billings method, those ones don't have anything to do with any religion.
Yeah.
And there's one I didn't mention.
Abstinence too.
Yeah, there's one I didn't mention, but that one they call it lactational amenorrhea.
Just go ahead and explain.
That one has to do with breastfeeding mothers who gave birth
Okay.
and are practicing exclusive breastfeeding,
Okay.
consistent exclusive breastfeeding.
When you say exclusive breastfeeding,
You're not adding any other thing, not even water.
Okay, you're only feeding the baby with breast milk as long as.
Yes, 6 months at least, and then you could wean the child off.
Okay, so how does that have to do with contraceptives?
During that period, the level of prolactin is high due to production of the breast milk. It helps to suppress some effects of other hormones that are responsible for ovulation and menstruation.
Okay.
So that during this period,
She can do whatever she wants.
you are not ovulating.
Wow.
So there's no way you can get
So
pregnant.
if you're doing baby friendly, see, that's how they call it.
Yeah.
If you're doing baby friendly for like 1 year, you are free to.
It's
Oh.
not about doing baby friendly for 1 year.
Serious.
It's
Married
feeding
men,
the
please
child
take note
on
of-
demand,
Okay.
consistent.
Consistent. We are saying the same thing, now, even though my own is not from a medical point of view. Married men, please take note of. So after enjoying for 9 months or thereabouts, do they keep away when a lady is pregnant? Is it still possible for her to conceive again
When she's
when
pregnant.
she's pregnant and maybe 1 or 2 things happen? Okay, so she cannot conceive. So is
Maybe she's
it?
already pregnant, she's already pregnant.
I wanted to ask a question, but I think I just have to skip that. Let me just keep it in my mind and let's go forward. Okay? Okay. Sote Ezite, thank you so much for that contribution. Upulom Roland, she's doing well. You guys are incredible. I'm blushing for us. Eka Marvelous, Dr. Sote, thanks for the reply. Thank you so much. We appreciate. Eka Marvelous, so person know the tire. I think he's talking about the no excess sex. As in, person know the tire. Keeps. Yeah, you can't be tired. Keep on keeping on, according to Baba.
You're tired to stop.
Yeah, for that moment, he will fight, lives to fight for another day. Now say the matter strong. Zotezite, leave Barcelona, my club. Liverpool is the latest. Okay, Capital Media, is the calendar method a probability or something certain? I also want to find this calendar method. Is it certain? Because people are now using, I think there are applications that ladies now follow on their phone. And I was thinking, I don't know if what I want to say now is medically proven. I am thinking that this thing about ovulation, there are things that affect it, that it can change. It can either come late or come too early. And I'm thinking of weather condition, the person's internal temperature, nutrition, and maybe mental condition. I don't think
anything can actually alter ovulation unless the person has some issues.
But we've heard of persons, ladies that say it came too early or it came late.
It depends on the cycle.
On the cycle, but the cycle can actually shift.
Yes,
And all these things I mentioned don't affect it.
depends on the cycle.
Okay, now let's bounce back to the question asked by Capital Media. This calendar method, is it actually certain? Is it certain that people can rely on it?
Yeah.
You hear it? Capital Media, it's certain. Tell your lady, tell yourself you can rely on it. You can actually lie down on it if you want to. Okay? Thank you for that. Active of Port Harcourt. Which one be baby friendly?
Exclusive breastfeeding.
No milk, no akamu,
Just the
Just
breast
the
milk.
breast milk.
No akamu, no water.
no shawarma.
As far as the woman is breastfeeding her child and she just give birth.
Okay. Still expecting more questions while we continue. Now we're moving to the next segment, and that is the blind spot. And this is where I place to your friend. Let me see, what's that? What's the name? Azuzu Jacinta. Azuzu Jacinta. Okay. I'm going to place a call across to her and we're going to do some pop quiz. Pop quiz on your personality, on your likes, and whatever. Your wishes she's sleeping.
She's not sleeping.
Okay, let her not sleep. She's supposed to even be online. Okay, let's see if she's your friend or she's your colleague at work, or what's the relationship?
She's a friend and a colleague.
Okay, friend and a colleague. Yeah, we're putting a call across to a friend and a colleague, Jacinta, and we're gonna ask simple questions. It's ringing. Let's hope she's still awake. Pick up the call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Stephen Muzan, aka Influence. Am I speaking with Ezuzu Jacinta?
This time you know my surname, please.
Okay, I'm with your friend Anita on the Influence Talk Time show.
From where?
Influence Talk Time show, a live show streaming right now on YouTube.
Okay.
I have some questions I want to ask you about your friend Mina, and she has assured me that you are going to give the correct answers. Okay? So, the first question is, what is her favorite sport?
Sorry?
Her favorite sport?
Favorite sport?
Mm.
I'm not the lazy girl, she likes sports.
Obviously, she likes sports. Sports from you.
Let me see.
Okay, we are waiting.
Well, she likes, what is it called? Again, I'm not sure about it, but I know she likes what's that thing called?
Just mention one thing.
Eh?
Just mention one thing.
I'm trying to remember the name. This thing that they used to use hands to play.
Is it volleyball?
The ball up. Eh?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Okay, yes, you said volleyball. Like, she likes playing volleyball, but I don't know if that's a favorite shot. But she likes playing volleyball.
Okay. Thank you so much. You are absolutely wrong. Her favorite sport, according to her, is tennis.
What?
Tennis, yeah.
Oh, she also plays tennis though. Oh, wow, that's true.
Okay, the next question is, what is her allergy?
What is that what?
Allergy. What is she allergic to?
Yeah, so, what else? She's allergic to poverty.
She's allergic to poverty.
She's allergic to poverty.
Okay. I think that's a good one, but according to her answer here, she said she's allergic to chloroquine. Chloroquine. Okay. Who is our favorite Nigerian actress?
Who is that favorite Nigerian? What kind of question is this? Who is that favorite Nigerian actress?
Yes, Nollywood actress.
You know all of them that are good in acting.
Okay, what's the name?
Huh?
Do you know the answer?
Funny enough, I really don't know many Nigerian actors. But I don't know their name. But I know there's one that you like, but I don't know their name.
Okay, let me help you on that. It's Mercy Johnson.
Johnson. Okay, great.
Okay, the next question.
Can you ask me questions that?
Okay. Let me ask you a question that you will be able to guess right. Now, this is a life situation.
Okay.
Now, if your friend here, she just got married, okay, then her husband and only child get kidnapped and the kidnappers are asking for a ransom for the both of them, and she can only afford for one of them. And they're asking her to choose between her husband and her child. Then do you think she will release from the kidnappers' hands? Her husband or her only child?
Okay, if I get you right, if her husband and only child were kidnapped,
Yes.
which of them would she save?
Yes. Which one?
Well, I think we'll save a child.
You think she'll pick her child?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. She decided to go for her first love, which is her husband.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what she thinks. Okay? He shocked you, Abby? He's still, okay, this is another situation. Okay. She just got married again, and a year into the marriage, tragedy struck. Her husband develops a chronic heart disease that needs immediate surgery. Fortunately, she won a lottery of 27 million naira. The doctors and the hospital are demanding for 26.5 million for the surgery, with 50% assurance that the surgery will be successful. Do you think she is going to part way with 26.5 million out of 27 million to pay for the medical bills, not being fully assured that her husband will recover?
Well, I think she will do whatever is in her power to ensure that her husband's life is saved.
So you think she will give the 26.5 million out of 27 million?
I think she will do that. If that's her only option.
That's the only option.
If that's her only option, then yes, she will give.
You're saying yes, she will.
Is that her only option?
But remember, yeah, that's her only option.
Then yes, she will do it.
Remember, you said she's allergic to poverty.
Yes, I know she's allergic to poverty.
Okay, thank you so much. You got that correctly. You're correct. She said yes, that she's going to save her husband with the 26.5 million. You're correct. So the last but not the least, the last question. Sorry for taking your time. Yeah. Now this is a statement of truth and lie. She has made a statement, and I want you to tell me in that statement which part is true and which part is a lie. Now listen to the statement.
Okay.
I live in River State and I am married.
I live in River State and I am married.
Yes.
Is that all?
That's all.
Yes, she lives in River State and she's not married.
Okay, so you're saying she lives in River State is true.
Yes.
And you're saying she is married is a lie.
Mm.
And you know her that well. Do you know her that well?
Abba.
You know her that well.
She's not married and she lives in River State.
Are
Yes,
you
I know
sure
her
she
now.
hasn't done a secret marriage, a court marriage kind of?
Oh, well, the girl is single. She's not married.
She's single, scatter. Over single, the warrior. Thank you so much. You are very, very correct. She lives in River State and she is single. Thank you so much, Auntie Jacinta, for your time on the Influence Talk Time. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, I want you to go and subscribe. You're supposed to be online. Influence Media World on YouTube. Influence Media World. Search for Influence Media World and you look for today's episode, episode 15, and you will see your friend doing what she knows how to do best. Thank you so much. Have a nice night. Good night. Bye. She did well. So she said you are allergic to poverty. Is that correct? She's correct to some extent. That's nice. Thank you so much. It's been a long night. It's been a long night. You have really, really done well. So, before we wrap up, I'll go to the next segment. We still have one thing to do. Let's see what's happening in the comment section. There's a lot of work going on here. Today's topic is wow. A lot of people are trying to clarify certain things. Okay? Please look at what I'm saying. Can blood group affect a fetus?
Yeah.
Okay? You care to explain?
A fetus is an unborn child
Yeah.
in utero. Blood group can actually, blood group, I don't think blood group can, but what can actually affect the child is the rhesus factor of the
Rhesus
blood
factor.
group,
Okay.
which is the mother could be O negative and the father could be O positive.
Okay.
During the period of conception and the child being in utero, the child possibly will be an O positive child. There's an instance. That rhesus factor of being positive and the mother being negative will counter each other. Thereby, the mother's body will see the child in utero as a foreign body. Thereby, maybe leading to
Miscarriage.
not really miscarriage, stillbirth, miscarriage.
As in the child will still be developing.
Maybe the child has developed to some certain extent. It could actually lead to either stillbirth, depending at what point it will lead to miscarriage, and possibly if the woman doesn't.
Musical escape.
welcome back. Welcome back. We were still talking on the resource factor, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, just go ahead and round up with that question so that we attend to the next questions.
I mentioned that if the mother's resource factor, which will be negative, counters the one of the child, which is positive, the antibodies in the woman's system sees the child as a foreign body, thereby leading to sudden death of the child through miscarriage and so on.
Okay.
And possibly subsequent pregnancies if she doesn't go to the hospital for proper examination and assessment. This could actually
Same thing.
occur. So most women who are actually having these issues of resource incompatibility, there is a medication that's actually given to them within 72 hours after delivery. It's an injection called Rogam. It helps to neutralize the effect of the
resource factor
mother. And sometimes you can actually give it during the early stage of the pregnancy too.
Okay. You've heard that. You've heard that. So, see, the blood group doesn't affect, but the resource factor does affect, and there are medical solutions to that. Okay. The next question is okay. What's the next question here? Dr. X, please, I want to ask, in a situation where you have an infection as a woman and it's untreated, can it obstruct from conceiving? I think you attended to that. Yeah. You mentioned something like that. So it affects. Dr. X is asking, how can a woman know she is fertile without having sex?
As far as you're ovulating, you're fertile.
You won't test your fertility with pregnancy. A very big risk. It's like testing a virgin with sex. Can you contest? Please don't do that. You're a woman, you're ovulate, so you're fertile. That's the medical answer. Thank you. Okay, Dr. X is still asking, please, can you enlighten us more on this ovulation matter? How can a woman ovulate and not get pregnant? You mentioned it now.
I didn't say the woman will ovulate. I said for the aspect of this lactation amenorrhea,
for the breastfeeding mothers, okay.
Due to the high level of the prolactin that helps in the production of the milk, it suppresses the effect of the estrogen and the progesterone, thereby making the woman not to menstruate and also not to ovulate.
Okay. If you're ovulating, you definitely get pregnant if the sperm cells are there. You've heard it, so don't contradict. You will not ovulate if you're breastfeeding because of those hormones you mentioned. If you're ovulating and the guy is around, you get pregnant.
And also some cases, there's something called anovulation.
Anovulation.
That is absence of ovulation.
Okay.
It can also occur due to some anomalies in the woman's reproductive system, maybe from the ovary or the passage of the through the.
What kind of anomalies?
Abnormalities sometimes, like a case of ovarian tumors, ovarian cysts.
And it has nothing to do with contraceptives, I guess. Okay, thank you. Then we are good to go. Then next question. Okay, Dr. X, please, what causes infertility in women? I think.
Yeah, there are different causes.
Okay.
We have some cases. If I want to give the causes, I'll have to break them into three parts.
Okay.
We have the part of defective ovulation.
Defective ovulation.
Yes. Or we have ovarian diseases or conditions like this ovarian cyst, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and some endocrine disorders.
Endocrine disorder. Has something to do with the bones?
No, endocrine has to do with your hormones and everything. Because it's actually the hormones that lead to production of this progesterone and estrogen. So if there's a disruption or any imbalance between them, it can actually affect the fertility of the woman. And also obesity.
Obesity.
Yeah.
I think that's the topic I'll be thinking of treating.
Obesity affects obesity affects infertility?
I think I asked something of that nature when you're talking about dangers of contraceptives, danger signs. Contraceptives, they talked about fats.
Now talk about where I talk
Gaining
about weight
weight,
gain
yeah,
was
gaining
about
weight.
the side effects.
Side effects
not
of
danger signs.
Okay. So and now you're talking saying obesity will cause infertility.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between obesity and gain of weight? Something of
Weight
contraceptives.
gain is just added. It's not as if you are too
Okay,
fat.
okay,
But
not
obesity
obesity.
is this one that you know now.
So obesity causes infertility.
Yes, because in people who are obese, there's a high level of a hormone called leptin,
Leptin,
and this leptin
like DJ Neptune.
it produces more fatty tissues, and these fatty tissues disrupt the let's say the effect of or causes an imbalance in the effect of the estrogen and progesterone, thereby leading to infertility.
Okay, you heard it. You heard it.
Then under defective, I talked about defective ovulation.
Yeah.
Then another one is when there's let's say defective transport.
Effective transport.
Yes, that's movement of the eggs or the ovum down to the uterus.
Now, when you mentioned transport, I was thinking of jelking,
No,
AKTC. Okay.
Like we'll look at it from different aspects. We'll look at it for the cervix, a case of cervical trauma or cervical trauma or laceration could actually obstruct the flow of the ovum down to the uterus. We have infections that are not properly treated. We have uterine abnormalities, and we then for the look at the aspect of the vagina, we have something called vaginismus.
Vaginismus.
Yes.
Sounds like somebody's name.
Or and in that case of infection, if the infection is not properly treated, it could lead to what we call dyspareunia, that is painful sexual intercourse. So when there is painful sexual intercourse, there will be an obstruction in the flow of the ovum or the ova, or the sperm to the ova and the ova down to the uterus. Then we'll look at defective implantation, because when fertilization occurs and the ovum with the sperm are fertilized, they move down to the uterus to stay there, like they embed there to develop. So if there's anything like any hormonal imbalance, there'll be issues with the implantation of the fetus, and if there's fibroids.
So somebody can actually conceive and due to all this, like lost the child or stillbirth and all of that. Wow. This matter strong. Things like mace. They come here, they come here, they come here. Well, God no go shame us. You're still moving. Thank you so much for that elaborate attending to that question. Let's see the next. We have spent a lot of time today, and we're hoping to wrap up very soon. And I know most of the audience there, they're waiting for the giveaway. But what you're getting right now is bigger than the giveaway, so you can decide to scrap giveaway today. And you will still be grateful, I think so. But we're not going to scrap it. So let's see, there's another question from, okay. Deltro X, thank you, as I look forward to my questions being answered. They have been answered. Thank you, and I know you have gotten your answers. Upulom Roland, I said I never heard her mention Postinor 2 in this conversation. Am I wrong to think that it's a contraceptive pill? You mentioned Postinor.
I mentioned
the
Postinor.
2 that I did not add. Please add the 2.
I mentioned Postinor 2 is a contraceptive.
Okay, she mentioned Postinor 2.
And it's a hormonal contraceptive.
Is that Postinor 1? And is it up to 3?
No.
Okay, just 1 and 2. Husband and wife, male and female. So Postinor 2 is a contraceptive, and I hope it's affordable for you or for anybody to use. Okay, you've been answered. Campbell Media, is there any possibility, no matter how small, of a woman conceiving, is there any possibility, no matter how small, of a woman conceiving on her safe period based on calendar? No matter how small, in as much as she's safe, is there any possibility? No matter how small.
It depends on how she calculates it.
Yeah, in as much as it's on the safe period, if she calculation is right,
The chances of getting pregnant
is 0. Okay? In as much as your calculation is right, you're very certain you've not miscalculated, you cannot conceive. The person is barren at that point. you have entered the timeline of barrenness or infertility. Okay, moving forward, Rita Richard is asking, Postino 2 is a conventional contraceptive because it's an after morning pill. Oh, so there's a time. Do you agree to this?
It's a contraceptive, it's a hormonal contraceptive. You could use it as an emergency contraceptive. Okay. And it should be taken within 72 hours after unprotected sexuality.
Within 72 hours, like 3 days.
Anything other than 72 hours is not effective.
It's not effective. Okay. Okay. This, I will ask this one. Salt solution, is it a contraceptive?
It's not.
Okay. Another one. Andrew liver salt, is it a contraceptive?
No.
I've heard a lot of things. There's this other one. It's a drink. Is it like whether soda or is it contraceptive? You are hearing it, oh. You are hearing it. It's not, oh. Let's ask again. Okay. Campaign media. Which woman want give that kind of money now? He's talking about the question here.
Yeah.
The 26.5 million. He's doubting that, but you actually say she's gonna do it. Nasmina is gonna do it. She's gonna give it. Richard is saying it cannot be taken more than once in a month, and it's not recommended for continuous use.
Yeah. But we see how people who abuse it.
That's a Postino 2. I think, is that what brings about the dangers and the side effects and all that? Excessive use of, is it this excessive use, is it only for the Postino 2 or other, there are other contraceptives that have limited use?
Postino 2, it's just an emergency or just a normal drug, just take it, just a single dose for minor. But other contraceptives, you could actually continue them after going for maybe a follow-up visit at the clinic, and then they could actually recommend.
You know, if the matter still there,
Yeah.
they lay. This thing is strong. Okay, marvelous. Well, them day, you know. Okay, he was answering to the question of a woman parting with that kind of money. Marvelous, Mimi, your friend say you over single. the phone conversation. Okay. Richie Wells is very educating. Thank you. Rita Richard at Kenton Studio. Yes, there is a possibility of pregnancy during safe period. Okay. Let's see what she has said. 1. If the both ovaries releases their eggs in the same month at different intervals.
That's a rare condition.
A rare
Or a
condition.
rare case, right?
A rare case.
Not
Okay. It's not regular. It's rare, okay, but it's there. So take note. And she said 2, since sperm cell can live up to 3 to 4. She didn't mention whether days or hours.
It's just 72 hours. It doesn't
72
exceed-
hours.
doesn't exceed 72 hours.
Sperm cells doesn't exceed 72 hours. That's 3 days. Okay. Zotezite at Deltoro X, infection can cause infertility, especially if it affects the reproductive tract system. Nosmina has explained that as well. Thank you, Zotezite. Campbell Media. Okay, what you mean by three quarter is 3 to 4 days, weeks or months. You have answered that. Campbell at Rita, and I think they're having a conversation here. Queen Sam, beauty plus brains. Proud of you, Mina. You should know this person, I think. Queen Sam. Oh, your childhood friend. No wonder she said she's proud of you. Wow, that's nice. Campbell, yeah, you can say that again, Queen Sam. Okay, Rita and Campbell, they are conversing. Go ahead, keep conversation. We are enjoying that. Marvelous, do women over 18 still suffer VVF? What's VVF? He's asking, do women above 18 still suffer VVF?
Yes.
What's VVF?
Vesical vaginal fistula.
What is that? What does it mean?
It has to do with an opening between the bladder and the vagina. Thereby, at some cases or some instances, if the woman is about to urinate or something, the urine can actually pass through that opening down to the vagina, and thereby there could be infection. So that the only way they could actually do that is through surgical intervention.
They like when SARS and Yahoo boys meet. Problem in the day. So is there any solution to that?
There's a surgical intervention.
Surgical intervention. You're gonna block somewhere.
You could just repair.
Okay. As my mechanic work on organizer. It's alright. You've heard that. Take note. Yes, they do suffer it, and there is a solution. If you know anybody that is having such a situation, you can contact Nurse Mina right after now. She will drop her details. That's one other good reason why she's here. Okay. God's love, Kennedy, is a nice one there. She's cool. Akeperonet, we've missed you here. Thank you for coming. This lady, intelligent and bold. I think you're saying I'm impressed, but I'm saying I'm impressed. I don't write full book today. I think I'm going to gather all these ideas and publish a book. Don't do that! Publish a book. Are you a medical practitioner? Peace in Karuwen. When is she coming again? I wish this section does not end. Kudos, influence. It's gotta end. Every good thing, everything gotta end. You can still come back and revisit the video. If we have any other interesting topic of this medical relationship, not medically related, Nasmina is ever ready to come and educate you. Thank you so much. Right about now, we have spent so much time on this episode, and our guest is way tired. She needs to go rest. You are in your house. She needs to get to her house as well. So right about now, Nasmina, this is what you do now. We are about to do the giveaway. This is where, your giveaway is missing. Audience. Okay, it's here. Okay, these are recharge cards. At this point, I'll say something related to the network you're holding, and they will decipher which network we're talking about, and you only read out the numbers and they recharge. Are you ready? So we are starting with I think that should be the smartphone network. Yeah, the smartphone network. Let's go. Yeah, you call the numbers.
1332
1332
6553
6553
4912
4912
4009.
4009. Again.
1332
1332
6553
6553
4912 4009.
4009. Okay, let's see. If you have recharged, please indicate that you have done so. The next one is the pompous people, green, white, green, grandmasters of data, people that has pride and pomposity. Oh yeah, let's see. Hope Amenubi is around. This used to be a trophy. Maybe it's been long. Okay.
152
152
6257
6257
55
55
73
73
31
31
46.
46. Again.
152
152
62
62
57
57
55
55
73
73
31
31
46.
46. If you have recharged it, please indicate that you have done so. Okay, the next one is okay. Can you see the color of the skirt nurse is wearing? Okay, that's the color. If you know the color, that is the network. Yellow. Okay, let's go. I think this one is a special kind of numbering, so we're going to read from the code. It has its own peculiar code.
Okay.
So you read from the code.
So you know the code.
The code, just like
Okay.
that. Listen, this has a special code, this particular recharge card of the yellow. So take note, it's not a conventional code. Okay?
Star 3551
Star 3551
star 466
star 466
32
32
33
33
782
782
hash.
hash. Okay, again, take it again.
Star 3551 star
Star 3551 star
466
466
323
323
3782 hash.
3782 hash. Okay, thank you. If you've recharged, remember to indicate on the comment section. The last but not the least is number 9. Jesse number 9. Jesse number 9. Okay, let's hear the numbers.
3482
3482
4466
4466
1164
1164
323
323. Again,
3482
3482
4466
4466
1164
1164
323.
323. Thank you so much. If you have recharged any of the giveaway cards, please indicate in the comment section. And right about now, this brings us to the end of the show. And before we go, Influence Media World, Influence Talk Time has a special appreciation. It's our culture to appreciate our guests. And this is a little package we have for you on behalf of IMW. This is what we have for you. If it's your desire, you can show it to them, or during the interview session, you can show it to them. Okay, before we go, our guest, you're going to tell us, give us your contacts, especially your social media presence, your Facebook name, your Instagram account, your Twitter, so that our esteemed audience can follow you and also interact with you in whatever they would want to contact you for. Okay, talk to us.
My phone number on social media.
Your social media.
Okay. My Facebook name is Anita Benedict.
Anita Benedict on Facebook. About Twitter?
Twitter, Anita Siminialayi.
Anita Siminialayi. That's the name on Twitter.
Yeah.
About Instagram?
So,
Same thing, Anita Siminialayi on Twitter and Instagram. So, do well to follow her. I want to tell the guests about the show, the experience about the show and everything.
it was interesting,
Okay?
and at least I actually enjoyed the comments from the audience and
Yeah.
ideas too.
Okay, our audience are very interesting people. Okay, please, thank you so much for your time, and do well to subscribe if this is your first time on this show. And if you are yet to tell a friend about this show, you are having it all wrong. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell them every Thursday they should come here. You can see how interesting and educative it is, entertaining as it is. You can't just eat this cake alone so you don't get diabetes. It's too sweet. Huh? Tell somebody and do well to subscribe. We want to use this medium to announce to our esteemed audience that ITT is introducing a pop quiz, a kind of pop quiz embedded in videos. Now, this is how it's going to work. Like, we're going to have an interview session with her offline. Now, within that interview, when we upload that video, you're going to watch the video, and within the video, we are going to put in questions. The questions could be about anything, and you are going to drop your answer in the comment section. And if you get the answer correctly, there is a very, very good reward for you. The reward could be anything. The reward could be anything. So, watch out. When we drop any video that has a question in it, we are going to indicate it in the description. So be checking the description of every of our videos. If it has a question, you attend to the question, and the reward for each question will go for at least 5 persons. So IMWITT is here for you with interesting packages. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much. Have a good night rest. See you next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. remains the time. ITT, let's talk the talk.
Musical escape. Musical